Why, hello, and how is everybody out there in Nail Land? Hope you're doing good. I'm keeping it spry. I just missed a nice piece of nail there that I noticed, but other than that, I'm good. So today we're gonna work on these guys, and I did already strip and prep everything, of course, and we are going to go ahead and use our solid nail glue. We are going to use that Gel X Prep that I like so much from Apres, and I am going to use these long coffin nails by Beat. So let's get these. All right. These are kind of in like weird spots. Nope. I forgot which finger I was supposed to be on. All right. So I got my nails all laid out. So as usual, I am going to go ahead and take my Apres Gel X Prep, and I'm going to hit the insides, all of the insides, because I do like to do something on the inside of my nails. Alright, so now I'm going to let those dry. Excuse me, and we'll get out the solid glue. I apologize, I'm still coughing stuff up. Alright. I put a little too much of that in there. Yeah. Oh my. Guess I should be glad I'm using full cover color, considering, yeah, that just happened and there's bubbles. Bubbles. Okay. So a little glob of the nail glue. I put the nail on and I rock it. Squish it into my cuticle and push. Just like that. And yeah. And then it stays. So that's one of the reasons why I like it. It stays. I can do the whole hand, which I just find more efficient versus doing one finger at a time, which honestly would drive me crazy. So, and it has driven me, you know, a little bit nutsoid. All right. All right. And really, honestly, guys, you don't need much. This stuff is actually really nice. I've got like gems everywhere. You guys let me know if you want to see me do any unboxing stuff. I mean, unboxing and using rather than just showing you what was in my box. Alright, so now that those are on, I'm going to go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. I'm also going to get these ones done, so I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so now that I have all the nails on, they're nice and pretty, I am going to go ahead and tackle the cuticle area with this guy because I want it to be flush. I don't want it to look like it's really what it is. I am going to keep it on the lowest setting possible on this guy because I don't want to catch myself, hurt myself or anything, and I don't need it to be too high. And I'm going to go around the whole cuticle. And then here, alright, that's better. And then all around the cuticle. Alright, so once I have that the way I want it, I am going to take my ball hoe from Amazon, 100/180. I'm not going to use the 100 grit, I guess, the rough grit. I am going to use the soft grit because I actually kind of like the way these are shaped, so this really isn't going to... I'm going to make sure that everything is nice and crisp. And then I'm just going to buff it. And now I have my shaped nail to where I want it, buffed. Everything is good. I'm going to finish all the rest of them. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so now that everything's nice and filed and shaped and buffed and looking all sorts of pretty, I am going to go ahead and take a pad and wipe them with alcohol. I really just want to get all the dust particles off. That stuff can get trapped in whatever you're doing on top, and it gets lumpy bumpy and it's unpleasant. Alright, so now that's that. So I am going to use today my Joya Mia. I honestly don't remember where I got this. And I do have the base and the top. I may have gotten it off Amazon. Like I said, I really don't remember. I could have gotten it from the company itself. And I've had this for quite a while. So we are going to put a nice base coat. And this stuff is super thick, so you kind of have to let it set for a little while so it can just kind of smooth itself out. The more you brush it, the worse it looks. So let's see, it levels out nicely. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cure these for 60 seconds, hit these ones, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so now that I've got my base coat on everything, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm not doing any traditional Halloween nails like, you know, ghosts and spooks or anything like that. Today I'm actually going to do my nails to match my costume. And my costume this year is going to be Princess Bride. And I am using that nice powder blue wedding dress that she wears. And I'm in the process of making that still, but yeah, that's what we're doing today. So I am going to use this Kiposi gel polish. It is K003 and it is this color. This is the color of my dress. Alright, I am also going to ombre one, do a French ombre, so I am going to use my favorite Mayjam. And then on one of the nails, I am going to also use this really pretty thread shell gel. I mean, it's this really, really pretty gel. So we're going to do that. Alright. I was making a mess today, yeah. Hussies. Alright, this is where I'm missing those wonderful stiletto tips. Hussies. Alright. Well, that was that. Alright. You aside. I need to stop tightening these so much. Alright. Alright. And then last but not least, oh wow. Completely messed that. Alright. Oh. I'm glad I look over my work. I don't even know how I missed that. I think I'm collecting dust today. So pleasant. Alright. Clean this up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds. Yeah, okay. Not yet. Yes, oh, okay. Yeah. It's a good day. It's a good day. Flashed here for like less than a second because I bumped into the lamp. There may actually be something in this gel polish because it's okay. Alright, so now I'm going to cure this for 30 seconds and I'm not going to bump it. Alright, so I have one coat of everything on now, and I am going to put a second coat on. Oh, I do apologize. So, a little bit of blue. And yeah, I flooded my cuticle a little bit. I didn't want to do that. Alright. I do really like these orange sticks. I have a bunch of them in different sizes, so I've gotten them from Amazon, eBay, Wish, Shein, so you can get these anywhere. And I'm gonna make a mess. Yep. Alright. Alright. And then I'm not doing all that well today in the keeping stuff off my skin department, am I? Nope. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds, get my second coat on this guy, and we are going to put a third coat on these two. Alright, so now that I have all the coats on of those colors that I want, I will show you that I did also go ahead and do the underside of my nails, and I did use this wonderful little Macart. It's called Mix Up. It's kind of a unicorn or mermaid polish. Alright, we are going to take our blue again. go ahead and put one coat of this here. And here. And I will take my ombre brush okay. I'll have to fix that. Alright, and I'm going to just ombre up and that's really not working for me today, is it? Alright, so we're gonna use this guy. Yeah. This works for me as a general rule, so like that. Like that. Oh. May have gotten a little too aggressive with this one. Alright. And then as for this one, I'm also going to put a nice coat on my pinkies. And then cure that for 30 seconds. I do apologize for the sloppy work today, you guys. I don't even know what's going on. Alright, and then I'm gonna put that second coat. And I am gonna go a little higher than I did with the first coat. That way I do get a nice good ombre. Like that. Actually, I don't need another coat of that. This looks pretty just the way it is. So another 30 seconds. Just realized I have a bottle here. It's a nail coat. I have no clue what it is. Oh yeah, it's that silver I thought I might use. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. Alright. Those are going to go. Now I am going to take my top coat and I am going to put a top coat over all of the nails. This stuff comes out like, here I am. Alright, I am going to go ahead and cure this for 60 seconds and my left hand done, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so now that I have all of my nails with a top coat on, I did clean up a little bit. I grab this piece here. Honestly, don't know how I'm making such a mess. Alright, so I am going to use some sequins. These are some sequins that I got. I think I got some of them from eBay, and some of them came in mystery boxes. And I kind of threw it together so it would kind of match this glitter from Moravan that I got in the Moravan kit. So I've got this guy here. And I've got this guy here. So pretty. Alright, so we are going to do the white on my thumb. Yes, the white on my thumb and the blue on this pearly color here on my ring finger. I'm going to go ahead and take some base coat and pop in a good layer. I mean, it doesn't have to be too thick. And I already have blue glitter everywhere, yep. All I did was open it. Alright, and then I'm just going to take a brush. Doesn't have to be any particular fancy brush or anything. And I'm going to start with the white because I don't want any blue in the white, if that makes sense. A little bit of white in the blue isn't going to make that much difference. And I'm just going to kind of push these around a little bit where I want them. make sure that they're all as flat as possible because I really don't want any peeking up. I don't have to file through them, and it tends to be kind of weird if you do that. Alright, so now that I have my white ones on, pop some blue. And then I'm going to pop this in for 60 seconds because it is a base coat. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got all of my glitters laid down, and I did clean up some of my table because, yeah, that was messy. I was messy. I'm real messy today. That's all there is to it. Alright, so I'm going to take my top coat and I'm going to go over those. And I'm also going to go over my index finger once more. Glitter. Alright, and I will cure this for 60 seconds because, once again, top coat, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that that's all top coated, we're going to go ahead and foil our pointer finger. Now, that is the reason why I did 2 of the top coats, because I kind of wanted to have kind of a shadowy kind of feature to them, and I am going to use these foils with the flowers. It's the only foil I have that's the closest match to the lace on my dress. So it would be nice if I had grabbed my scissors. Why are they under everything? Alright. So grab some scissors and grab me 2 pieces of these. That one might be too small. Yeah, that's gonna be too small because that's like it just fits, and I don't know if I trust that. Alright, a little bit longer. Okay. And then I am going to put on, I'm going to use today, instead of the Macart, I'm using my Beetles foil glue. I've used it before. It does work really well. So, you know, well as I can make it work, because I have issues with foils sometimes. So I'm just going to put a coat of this. Now, it does not have to be really thick, you guys, so don't, I mean, if it's too thick, then you get some other issues. So, got that. Alright, now foil glue, most foil glue anyway, any day, does need to be cured for it to work. It doesn't just dry and you're gonna make a mess. So we're gonna cure this for 60 seconds and I'll be right. Alright, so now that I have the glue on and it's cured, what I usually look for is the dull part. If there's no dull part, I mean, you can always try it on something. Just put a little bit of foil glue on like a swatch or something and, you know, tap it on there, see where that is. But I can tell this is pretty dull compared to the shininess here. So the hard part I have with these, I think, is that it's a flat piece of something that you're putting on a rounded surface. And it doesn't have, it has very little actual, you know, curving give to it. So, and I am going to use some, you know, good pressure on this. Especially the edges. I always have issues with the edges. Don't know why, but there it is. And then I am going to lift and peak. Yeah. Now don't just rip it off, make sure that you are taking it off slowly so that you can see if there's anything that you have to go back and re-rub. Alright, now see how it kind of has, it looks like it's not a part of the nail, but like it could be real lace. That's what I was going for. Alright. Yay! It's so pretty. That's a little weird. Oh, no. I must have done that. Okay. So now I am going to take my top coat and I'm going to put a fairly thin layer of top coat over this because it's going to start to get bulky here real quick. Alright. Oof, so pretty. Uh-oh, that's not pretty. Go away. Okay. Glitter. I do love glitter though. Alright. Now, I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I've got all of that laid down, I am going to go ahead and encapsulate. I'm not going to encapsulate like a big thick layer, because these beat nails are actually pretty thick, so I don't have to worry so much about, you know, the thinness of the nail. They're thick, they're strong, they're thin where it counts at the cuticle. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so Christy McKean says to wet your brush with your builder gel. Alright, it's wetted. Love you! Alright, I'm going to take my Model 1's builder gel. Sorry, I just kind of opened it up, didn't show you. It is Model 1. This one is one of my favorites. So the Model 1. I do like the Yogi, but if you can find it, let me know where you found it. Because I have not been able to find any Yogi builder gel. On my thumb and my ring finger, I really just want to encapsulate the glitter, so just enough for the glitter, but I don't need to go, you know, crazy with my layer. Thank God this stuff is fairly self-leveling. As you can see, those are going down, so it does take a little less time than polygel. I would prefer polygel over this because polygel for me is a little less frustrating than this stuff is. But honestly, this stuff is a lot clearer than polygel, so any of my clear nails, I'm going to use builder gel over polygel. It's just so sticky, it can be kind of frustrating. But other than that, it's a little easier than polygel. This is also harder than polygel too, which is nice. I will, like if I'm doing layers of polygel, I will definitely use polygel over it. But for this is just perfect. So that, and then my poor little pinky. And since I want them pretty much the same thickness all the way across, this guy I can put a little bit more of the builder gel on because you know, we have currently fewer goats not as the rest of them. So, alright. So now that I've got that, my builder gels, I do tend to leave in the lamp for a full 2 minutes. But that's just because of past bad experience with, I don't even remember what brand it was, because I flat out threw it away. It was bad. Half of it cured, half didn't. So excuse me. I do make sure now that my builder gels are cured. This stuff is sticky to the imp, so yeah, you got to make sure that it's cured. But I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Alright, so now that that's all cured, I am going to wipe off this sticky, tacky, oh my god, it's awful layer. And I did pull out one of my big dogs. I like these cosmetic wipes. They are, for the most part, lint-free. If you bust into it, this stuff can be kind of linty, so, and I mean, careful with them with your stilettos. That's really the only reason why I switched to, like, these guys, because I kept busting into these guys. But these I will bust out for something like this, because I'm getting tired of the sticky crud. And those are not cutting it. Alright. So this is what it looks like dry. I think I got... Where did I get these? These might have come from AliExpress. Either AliExpress or Amazon. Alright. Now, with the builder gel, this is one of the reasons why I'm not as fond of it as I could be. It's just basically the sticky. The sticky is insane with builder gel, so yeah, don't like the sticky. Alright, now because there is a somewhat tacky layer on top of these, I do like to put a top coat after I alcohol it, because I mean, it's still a little sticky and it will gunk up your file. And I may have a crap ton of files right now, but that doesn't mean that I need to, you know, waste one every time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a top coat over this, so that the sticky layer is pretty much negated. I mean, honestly, I don't know why this works, but it does. Yeah, I bust into that one. And there's blue glitter in that now. Probably dog hair. There's 8 little dogs in my house, so dog hair gets everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. Alright, so then I get my little guy out, my little e-file. I did charge him, plugged him in for a little bit because he was dying. Alright, and I'm going to keep that on the lowest setting once again. And then I am just going to go around my cuticles, make sure that those are flush. Maybe. Alright. Thank you. Alright. So once I've done that, I am going to take my hand file and I'm going to go on the softer side. And I'm going to go up into my cuticle, not too far because you don't want to file your skin. Doesn't feel good. Make sure that my lines are still nice and crisp. And really, I'm looking for shiny spots. That tells me that that was not filed. It needs to all be dull. And then I also make sure that everything else is even along the nail. Alright, so once I've done that, then I'm going to take my buffer and I'm going to buff that because we don't want any deep scratches with what we're going to do on top. Probably don't ever want any deep scratches unless you're doing something for Halloween. And I do still scour, make sure that I didn't leave behind anything that I don't want. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to the rest of my nails and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that everything is shaped, buffed, all good to go, I am going to take my little scrubby brush and some alcohol. And I'm going to get over and under all my nails. I just really don't want any more dust. And we're actually really close to done, guys, so. Alright. So I do have a few things. My tray out. I've got these gems, these gems. I do have a couple of charms that I kind of want to use. I've got some pearls, And then I do have some caviar beads. So, yes. I am going to start by taking these charms and getting them out of their container, because these containers I don't like so much. I grabbed these gems. Now these gems I got off eBay, and according to the description, they are a knockoff Schwarzkopf. They are really nice and shiny, which is kind of when I wanted to use them, because these are really nice and shiny. These ones I got off eBay as well. As for my gems, the crowns were from eBay. I don't really remember where I got these bows. These caviar beads were eBay. These ones came in a mystery kit that I got. And these I got from either Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, or whatever craft store I can find. Because those I actually got for something completely different, not even nail related. Not even a little nail related. And I don't know that I'm going to use these. They don't match any of these, and I really think, yeah, look how shiny these ones are. There may actually be those little tiny gems mixed in with that though, so that could be a problem. We'll just use these. But this does not match, it's just a little bigger, so we'll just set that aside. Alright. Set this aside so I don't have caviar beads everywhere. Alright, and these are a few different sizes. I'm not going to use that size. And then the blue. Alright, get all my stuff ready. Not extremely sure what kind of design I want to do with the gems just yet, so let's see what I come up with today. Get my wax. So you guys, if you're going to use the wax, and your little tip here, make sure that you clean the wax out when you're done so that it's not like all congealed up in there. It gets kind of nasty. Alright. So now I've got my little flashlight lamp. I'm going to take this Macart rhinestone glue and this Macart rhinestone glue, and that's what we're going to use today. Alright. So for my thumb, I am just going to do cuticle rhinestones along my thumb and my ring finger, but that's just because there's already glitter. But I am going to go all the way around instead of just the top. So start down here. All right. These look just the same. It's kind of cool. All right, sorry if that was my head right there. And take my biggest one. These unfortunately did just come in a pack of the four sizes, which I was kind of booing over, but you know, you get what you get, right? And they are very shiny. Just wish I had different sizes or more sizes. A few bigger ones would have been nice, but hey, I like it. Now I'm using the clear instead of AB today because my crown does not have AB stones in it, so I figured I'd just stick with the clear versus the AB. Don't get me wrong, I love AB. I actually prefer AB most of the time, but this is one of those instances where clear is better. And per usual, I put more glue on one side than the other. Okay, well, that was a little harder than it probably should have been. And I messed it up. Oh, Jackie. Yeah, yeah. There's no reason for that to be that difficult, right? Right? Alright, and then flash cure that. And then on my thumb is where I think I'm going to put that big crown because it is pretty freaking big. And I'm not sure that it's going to fit on any of my other fingers. pretty. Huh. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a significant gap. I don't like that. Let's see. If I can bend it. Alright, so I kind of had to break it just a little bit, but we're getting somewhere. That'll work now. That's better. Get it in a nice spot. And flash glue. All right. Yeah. Oh, dang it. I got Joe right there. Okay. I am such a mess today. Take this and just Alright, so pointer finger. I'm going to attach the bow. Maybe that really. Alright, the bow's cute, but the bow's gotta go. Don't like it. Wasn't sure if that one would work anyway. I mean, honestly, that little hangy downy piece would probably bug the crap out of me anyway, but the charm. Making a mess, making a mess. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and do some cuticle stones in there. Now I am going to use the caviar beads, I think. Honestly, that looks cute without them. I think we'll save the caviar beads. I'm not that fond of using caviar beads. They're a little hard to use. Alright, so I'm going to keep with going and doing the whole cuticle. I'm doing my best to not engage my cuticle. Alright. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing I did on my thumb. So little tip, guys, the reason I wasn't so concerned about my cuticles looking the way that they were is because I know I can always cover that up with some rhinestones. And I do take advantage of that quite often. I mean, I love to put bling on my nails, so... Oh, oh, yeah, okay, heat spike because of that. Dang it. It's already cured. Alright, so this guy is going to be a little different because I am going to kind of make a design, and I think I am going to use the caviar beads in this. Alright. So I'm going to kind of make a swirl with my glue. And then I'm just going to start taking pieces and placing them along that curve. Alright, if I need more, I can always just throw a little bit more down. And then I'll take some caviar beads and kind of throw them in the mix. And I'm actually going to just go ahead and use a brush. And nothing has to make sense, guys. this can be as sloppy as you want it to be. Not that you want it to be sloppy at all, but you know what I mean. It can just look chaotic. Because it does end up looking really cute in complete chaos, so. Some of the few chaotic things that I actually like. Alright, and I don't really want those up there, so. Let's move those. And this way you can fill in any empty spots that you might have. Alright, and there's that. Put flash cure to that. Alright, so this is going to be another cuticle. Alright, and here's where we're going to use our beautiful pearls. So I'm going to pop that blue one on there. Get some little ones ready. I only wanted 2. Alright, and I do want to put some crystals on here as well. So it's not a complete foreign nail. And there's no cohesion. Okay, that would drive me up the friggin' wall. I have a fuzzy on my picker. Alright. That's where I want it to be. I keep moving them. Go ahead and flash cure. Ooh, I almost did that. There we go. Alright. And then last but not least, my little pinky. And this one, I am actually going to take a pearl, just one. Right. And then my gems. I think that'll be cohesive enough, yeah. Alright, flash cure. Alright, so now I am going to go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds. Oh, it's so shiny. Alright, so I've got all my gems on and they're shiny. I do not have all my gems on, do I? Do you see that? I see that. Alright. We'll just say I did this on purpose. Just so I could show you guys how I put decorations on my right hand. Yeah, does that work for you? Works for me. Alright. All I have to say about using your dominant hand versus your non-dominant hand, and people ask me all the time how I do nail art with my non-dominant hand, and I keep telling them it takes practice, folks. I mean, you really have to get in there and you want to just practice, just like with anything else. These are stubborn. Alright. Now I can close it. And I did put a little too much, so we're going to take off a little bit of this. We're going to put back all the stuff that we shifted. Alright. Secure. Now I'm going to stick my hand back in for another 60 seconds. Alright, now they're all there. You can see, yes, yes. Alright, so, oh, I'm going to spill my top coat all over. No, I didn't spill any. I didn't spill any. Alright, that's just the klutz in me. And we're going to top coat everything. Dog hair and glitter, people. And in this household, we don't really call it dog hair. We call it Chihuahua glitter. Now as for the rhinestones, you don't want to cover up the rhinestones because then it gets that underwater look. But I do definitely touch the sides of them. Ever since I started using the Macart glue and doing this technique, I rarely have a stone fall off. I think the last time I had a stone fall off, it was because I used the Moravan glue that they sent in the package. And although I really liked that stuff, it was nice and thick, it just honestly didn't hold as well as Macart does. One of these days I'll have to try the Poochies that Evie from Long Hair Pretty Nails uses. And see how that works. You know, those glitters just come to life. And as for the pearls, I am going to try and put top coat over that because they will fade. These are plastic and painted, so they will definitely fade. And clean up after myself. Yeah, look how that comes to life. Oof. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cure this for 60 seconds. Alright, so this is them. Aren't they gorgeous? I think they're gorgeous. Alright, so I am going to take my alcohol, and I do use 91% rubbing alcohol, which you can get pretty much anywhere. And I want to make sure there isn't any wax on my gems. And I want any stickiness that may be left over from whatever gone. So clean that all up. Try everything out, because we are going to use this, what is it, Foreo Talus cuticle oil. This is pomegranate. You guys, this stuff is like scented so great. I really like how it feels. It doesn't absorb in as quickly as some of my other stuff, but you know, it's fine. I got this off Amazon. And rub that all in. And I do put it on the rest because I feel like even though I use sunscreen on my hands before I start sticking it in the lamp, you know, you're out in the sun long enough, your skin gets really dry. So I do pretty much my whole hand that's been touched by the UV lamp. Yeah. And it is absorbing, not as quickly, but it is absorbing. So here they are. Ooh, they pretty, they bright, they shiny. They are very majestic for a princess, right? Alright, you guys, I'll give you some outside shots. Otherwise, you know, same as always, peace out, rock on. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Alright, I do apologize this took so long, but it's been snowy and cloudy, no sun. There's hardly any sun now, but yeah, please like, please subscribe. Otherwise, peace, rock on, have a good day. Bye.